What's the craziest thing that you've witnessed while you were on a train? This story is, in fact, just that. An example of something that went horribly wrong while riding on a train. Do you want to know the deets? I bet you do. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's begin. My name is Jack. I take the train a lot to get to work and back. I just tap my leap card and get on the train. Usually nothing bad happens. I just listen to music and look out the window. Well, one morning, I grabbed a cup of coffee and got on the train, same as usual, but then suddenly, from another cart, I heard a blood-curdling scream. The passengers around me all looked towards the other cart. More and more screams happened. I was worried sick. Passengers had their phones out recording, and then it went silent. What happened next traumatized me. The window on the door to the other cart got covered with blood. Then the door flung open. A young man in a suit covered in blood. He was breathing like a maniac. He had a knife. A young woman approached him. He gutted her stomach. Screams ruptured through the cabin. He went around stabbing everyone. Throat, face, eyes, everything. Then he approached me. I threw my boiling hot cup of coffee at him. It helped. He was obviously affected by it. I dashed away to the main cart. Then the man began sprinting, like Usain Bolt. Passengers in the other carts were screaming. He tapped me and roared. He was meant to stab me in the head, but a passenger hit him with a baseball bat. The passenger kept hitting him, again and again. Suddenly, crack. His jaw was broken, with the final swing flinging him across the cart. His blood was black. He called 999, but there was no signal. Weird. 4 hours passed, and the train hadn't stopped. The train takes 15 minutes. We wouldn't dare move as the young man was at the door of the next carriage. 5 hours. Me and the other passengers had about enough, and we decided to move past the body. The baseball bat man was in front. We managed to open the door quietly. The young man seemed to be unalived. I was halfway through the door when I felt an ice-cold hand grab my foot. Everyone looked at me with pure terror. We all froze. The man with the broken jaw was staring me in the eyes. "Oh, shit," I whispered while being dragged back in. The man threw me into the center of the cart and pounced. The knife dug deep into my hand. Baseball man hit him with a mighty blow to the arm, then the face. He roared with pain. With every hit, he roared louder. It got to the point where the lights began flickering. Baseball man was clearly getting tired. It wasn't stopping. Then the train sharply sped up. I was knocked out. When I awoke, I was where I was. I was lying in a pool of blood, and everyone was gone from the cart. I saw a baseball man with his eyes gouged out. He was tied with some flesh to the roof. The lights on the roof were damaged. It was dead silent. A trail of blood led to the other carts. The young man was gone. The hiss of the train brakes were heard, and the door opened to the SWAT team. I was confused. Was it over? I spent a week in the hospital. I was in my house when I began writing this story, when I heard a knock on my door. It was a young man in a red and black, blood-drenched suit. How the heck